This dress is 54 years old, and it's the only piece of doll clothes I saved from the many I had growing up. The dress is showing its age with some ragged edges and torn seams. And it's probably not trendy enough for a child begging for doll clothes sold in fancy hot pink packages with the B word on the outside. There are no ruffles, frills, or sparkles, no matching shoes or accessories. It's just a plain dress handmade with love from a scrap of fabric. Why have I saved this one doll dress all these years? And what does it mean to me? This dress is more than just a scrap of fabric that I dressed my dolls in over and over and over as a child. To me, this dress is a time capsule of memories, commemorating and celebrating its maker, the lessons she taught me, and the magical way she sparked my creativity and my love for making things with my hands. So who is the maker of this treasured doll dress? Well, let me introduce her. She is my maternal grandmother, or Nana, as I call her. Nana was born in Huntington, West Virginia in 1915. When she was 9 years old, Nana and her family moved back to Belgium, which was her parents' homeland. Nana attended a private boarding school in Belgium where she was required to learn how to make lace, knit, crochet, sew, embroider, and other handcrafts as part of her school curriculum. Nana got married in her early 20s. During World War II, she and her husband joined the Belgian resistance to fight against the German occupation of Belgium. Nana and her husband were both captured by German soldiers and separated. My grandfather was eventually executed, leaving Nana a widow and a single mother. Nana moved back to the United States in 1948, initially to her birthplace in West Virginia, and then to Miami Beach, Florida. Nana was a well-known floral designer. However, what she could create with her hands extended far beyond making beautiful floral arrangements and displays. We don't have many pictures of things my Nana made, but my mom found a few in family photo albums that show her creativity and skill. This is a linen tablecloth covered with messages to my Nana. While still in school, Nana asked her teachers and friends to autograph the tablecloth, and then she hand embroidered each message. Nana loved to needlepoint and made several pieces over the years. She made this one in 1949. As a single mother with 2 children, my Nana didn't have a lot of extra money, but her hands were rich with talent. She made my mom clothes and costumes over the years, including this christening gown and majorette costumes so my mom could march in a local parade. Nana also made my mom a dress to celebrate her sweet 16, and with just a few days' notice, Nana made this gold velvet gown using material and trims she had in the house so my mom could be the maid of honor at her best friend's wedding. Once I was born, my Nana began making clothes for me. When I was in 1st grade, Nana made me this vest and skirt out of green printed upholstery fabric, which reminds me of the children's play clothes Maria made out of the bedroom curtains in The Sound of Music. Whenever Nana altered my clothes, she would always make clothes for my dolls out of the extra fabric. And when I needed a gown for high school chorus recitals, Nana made it. As I got older, Nana started teaching me to handcraft and sew. The first thing I remember Nana teaching me is how to needlepoint. I made my first piece when I was 7. As my skills improved, we began making my clothes together, which were mostly dresses for special occasions. Eventually, I gained the confidence and skills to start making clothes on my own. I even started making things for other people, like this outfit I made for my mom for a family Christmas party. I started showing horses in my late teens, which was pretty costly. Luckily, I knew how to sew, so I was able to save money by making many of my show clothes. The types of things I made continued to grow. I made my godson's christening gown, and I made numerous baby gifts over the years, like this baby bunting and custom crib set. I've also knitted and crocheted baby blankets. I've made curtains, pillows, and other home decor items like this futon cover. And I even made a teepee for little kids, or big kids, to play in. My favorite things to make are costumes, and I've made so many over the years. I've also made costumes for work events. These are costumes I made for a St. Patrick's Day parade and a Breast Cancer Awareness Month event. I made this mime costume for a little girl who is now in her 30s with children of her own. The costume has been passed down to several children in the family to wear. And just like my Nana, I started making doll clothes for family members and friends. A few years ago, I discovered a passion for quilting. This is a picture of the first quilt I made and one I made last year for a baby gift. I made this table runner out of scraps this past Christmas, and I made this pillow from a wall hanging with a picture of my parents' dog. I repurposed the picture and surprised my parents with a handmade pillow I custom designed. The pictures I've shared are just a small sample of the things I've been able to make thanks to my Nana. Nana continued making things up until the time of her passing, like this Hawaiian muumuu inlay she made for a luau party she was hosting. She continues to influence and inspire me every day, and I remember her most when I'm sitting quietly creating. I continue to expand upon the foundation she left me, as making things by hand gives me a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction and provides an outlet for self-expression. Plus, every time I say, I made it myself, I feel an overwhelming sense of joy knowing my Nana lives on through me and the things I make. And this doll dress that I've kept all these years symbolizes that the legacy my Nana left me extends beyond money, jewelry, or material possessions. Her legacy is in the values and lessons she passed down to me and the way she influenced me to carve my own path through creativity. Her legacy is in every stitch I take and every piece I make. My Nana left me a legacy of stitches.